All right, here we go. So this is exciting. We got the old turbos off, and then we got the new turbos right next to it. So big thank you to Josh at the Adept Ape channel, as well as Jim at Enflow Performance. They're the ones that helped me to pick the turbos. And so far it looks like this is going to work well. This is going to be exciting. Look at these old turbos. They're like itty bitty skinny turbos. So these are rated at 575 total. So that's less than 300 horsepower per turbo. And then look at the housing on this thing. That's what we're wanting to see. And these turbos actually, so this is the oil inlet and outlet. Actually, I'll have to see which one is the inlet, and I think that's the inlet. And there's the water. So you notice that it actually has water stamped on it. So it actually has water flowing through the housing on both sides. It's got these holes, and you flow water in and out. I need to figure out the exact plumbing, but I think it just goes in here and out there, and on the other side also in at the top and out at the bottom. Or probably either way, as long as the water's flowing on both sides, then it'll work. But yeah, they're water-cooled turbos. I've never had water-cooled turbos before. In fact, I thought water-cooled turbos were a marine thing where the whole housing is water-cooled, and you know, they do it basically just to keep the engine room cool. But this is actually made so that the bearing in here stays cool. You notice how skinny this turbo housing is, right? So the oil goes in here and out the bottom, and it doesn't really have anything going on the sides of it. But this thing, like, it's much fatter, and so it's got that water gig on the sides. And so Adept Ape ran some serial numbers, and Cat had an engine that was very similar to mine that ran over 900 horsepower at 1700 RPM. So that's a lot of horsepower at not very much RPM with using these turbos. And I had a hard time finding them. These actually are about $4,000 a piece from Caterpillar, new. And Jim at Enflow, he gave me the rebuilt or remanufactured part number. So Caterpillar actually has one part number for new turbos, and it has a different part number for remanufactured parts, not just turbos, for anything really. So so it got the remanufactured part number, and with that I was able to locate these. I only paid $1,000 a piece for these, so that's a good price, because if you take it to a shop to rebuild it, that's about $1,200. So I think if you do it yourself, it might be, you know, only $500 or something. But just having even $500 on top for a whole turbo, you know, not having to return a core or anything, that's a really good price. This exhaust piece looks bigger than, you know, to me, so probably this piece will have to be replaced, or there's not going to be a whole lot of room above the turbos anyway. So this giant thing might just not even go back on the engine. I might just have a exhaust pipe just going directly from this, and then, you know, so I can fit it inside my engine compartment. In that side doesn't look that much different, you know. At least this snail part of it doesn't. No, this here does. In fact, and this also looks kind of the same. These two pretty much look like they're the same size, but you can see here, just look at these two, you can see that the new turbo, the inlet size is bigger than in this one. And you know the best part, it actually spins. This piece is much skinnier, whereas here it's way fat, right? So look at the difference in just this versus that. So